to my little corner in the internet. My name is Maja and I'm broadcasting out of the UK. It's once again a miserable day, so I thought I'd get my super bright t-shirt on to brighten up the day a little bit. So I've chosen today a colourful scheme, and it's not a UK soap today. So what am I going to be featuring today? I didn't put this one on the photo, I forgot, because lately I've been a little bit, let's say, forgetful. I don't know, stressed out is more the right word. I've been doing too many things at a time. Anyway, my pre-shave that I didn't put on the photo is the unscented Stirling soap, which will give you a hint as to what's coming next. I am featuring today the Stirling soap Tuscany. Stirling soap Tuscany is a beef tallow soap, so it is not vegan. Scents are sandalwood, bitter bergamot, sweet pear and violet. And when I smell the tub, it's already a 5 straight off from the tub. And I get sweet pear and violet. That's the strongest scent I get right here, but a slight earthiness in the background. I don't get the bergamot, but mainly the pear and the violet right now. So that is scent 5. This is a 1 ounce sample, by the way, because I wanted to get as many scents as I can. To A, find out which ones I like best, and B, to show you guys, and C, getting all those tubs in a drawer and the money, if they were all the proper tubs, that's not on. So, Tuscany Stirling soap. I have finally crossed over to the pond, to the other side of the pond, as they say. I have featured before RazoRock before, and fine soap before, but the US soaps up to now have been a little bit prohibitive in price, and or the UK had so little scent range from them, there was no point. But Stirling, okay, I have found a lot of scents, not as many as in the US, but a lot of scents are there, so I have thought I'm going for it today. The brush I am featuring today, in true style, we're staying a bit American, or we're staying in the American side, is RazoRock Monster. That's the RazoRock Monster. I love this Plus Soft brush. It is so soft. It is one of the softest. On the softness scale, there's only 2, and that's the Plus Soft Knot. But the absolute softest of them all, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the softest of them all? The Motherload brush. Not because it's a 30mm, but also it is the softest. I have not ever had a brush as soft as this other than a mineral makeup brush. And this is what it does what it says, it's the Motherload. This keeps up to 5 passes all in one brush and is super soft. But this one is the Plus Soft are the second softest brushes. As I have featured before, this is the RazoRock Beehive. And this is the same softness. Actually, this is by a hint, actually a little bit softer as the Monster. This has a bit more backbone than this has, but only by a fraction. You won't notice. And then the other Plus Soft, just to show you the differences, this is the Vig shaving brush. This is more like a tuxedo knot strength of backbone, but the tips are equally as soft as these. So these are the 3 Plus Softs that I have, but today we're staying with RazoRock Monster. Right, no soaking needed, that's wonderful. I have in my very expensive supermarket cereal bowl. I think this cost £2. It is a ceramic one and it is a wide one. I have in here, doesn't show up very well. Here is half a gram, exactly half a gram of Tuscany in there that I have spread out. Deep breath. Talking without breathing. There you go. And I am presenting today to you the RazoRock Lupo aluminium, full aluminium gold. It is a light razor, but not as light as the above the tie Calypso. This still has quite some weight to it. It has a nice handle length. As you see, it's exactly my hand's width. Goes from here to there. Nice length, not too short, but not a long handle either. This is a mid-length handle. It is a 3-piece. I have not used it. Okay, 3-piece aluminium. It has little oblongs here that don't go all the way through. Same like on the cejos I used the other day, they don't go all the way through, so it sits in there really nice and neat and tight. Right, then we are going over to a not so well known Gillette blade, and I got this thanks to Sammy who sent it to me to try, and that is Winner Platinum Coated, sorry for that, Winner Platinum Coated Gillette blade. These are made in India, I believe, but I will put that down in the, yes, I think it was India. But it is by Gillette, and I'm trying to get it out. It's got double wrapping. Here we go. And it's got a bit of glue. And it says, Winner TM Gillette Special Platinum. That's what it says on it. There you go. First use. Let's load it. And that is why I'm using a pre-shave. I do not know what this is like at all. Don't know what the razor is going to be like, although the razor is a mild to mid razor. Not as mild as the Calypso. No overhang whatsoever. Fabulous blade lineup. Nice scallops here on the edge, so they give you also extra protection. There you go. Right, let's get my, oh, you see, I told you guys I'm not on with it today. I forgot to put my flannel in the water. I have warm water next to me. Let's dunk that in. And oh yes, I was tagged by Sammy. Oh Sammy, you don't know what you did by tagging me. This has been going round in my head and round all night. What am I going to tell people about my 3 worst cuts? So I've been tagged for the 3 worst cuts. And I think I have come up with 3, of which 1 is not a blade cut. So let's get the pre-shave on. Here we go. Let me take the bar out. This is what it looks like. Great value as well. I have not seen a pre-shave bar, bought pre-shave bar that is cheaper than this one in this amount. This has 5.5 ounces, which means nothing to me because I'm a metric girl. So, but you will know it looks like a big hunk. The only other one I can think is in the same sort of price range as the PAA New Cube, but we can't get it here in the UK so far. Right, let's dip that in and get it on. So 3 cuts. Right, the first one was many years ago, and believe it or not, I was a professional dancer, or semi-professional dancer, ballroom dancing, and before that I did ballet, Spanish, flamenco, and a bit of tap, but ballroom was more my thing. And I was still using the carts that sound like a planet, you know what I mean. And I was in such a rush because I was getting dressed, ready to getting on stage, if you like, and onto the floor, dance floor. And I noticed that I had forgotten a bit on the back of my leg, and I had to put the tights on. And you know, also when you're doing ice skating, it is not a good look if you've got, you know, black hair that's a bit too long and you put tights on. It's not a good look. It will show up badly, especially if everyone's looking at your legs to see if you're doing the steps right. So I took that cart. All I had with me was some lotion. So I just whacked the lotion on, and I whacked the lotion on. It was right on my shin. And being in a rush, one leg already in one leg of the tight, the other one ready to go. I already had it over my foot, but not pulled it up when I noticed. So I take the cart, and I'm talking, dressing at the same time, all in a rush. And I pull up the cart, and I think I must have taken about an inch of not only one layer of skin off, but like all blades took a chunk out, and it bled, and it bled, and it bled. In the end, what happened was I had to take cotton wool balls, stuff that on top with a bandage to compress it, because I only had about 10 minutes to get onto the floor. And then I had to wear those really horrible 10 denier stockings, you know, those really thick winter ones, and they were of colour beige, but not a good colour beige. That was the only way I could not let the blood get through, seep through, and actually still do what I had to do. So there's so that was cut number one. Let's activate this. Activate. Activate. Doesn't taste too bad actually, this soap either. Tastes like, well, soap. So, activated. Let's get lathering in the meantime. Let's bring my towel through. Let's get to lathering. Dip the brush in. This one I'm squeezing out rather than shaking out because it takes a lot of water. And I have my syringe here, of course, which is 1.5 teaspoons, 7.5 ml to 0.5 gram of soap. Let me adjust the camera down so that you can see the lathering. Right, here we go. And Stirling is well known to lather really good. I'm not sure if 0.5 gram is enough or not, because this brush will also eat quite a bit. Having said that, when I say eating, it will just keep it in there, so we might have to squeeze it out. Oh, scent-wise, it's now gone up to a 7. This is scent level 7. And we are already in the phase where one needs a bit water. So I'm adding, I have no idea what that noise was. I'm sorry if you heard that. It sounded like something's breaking, but I have no idea what. Nothing's happened here. So add half a teaspoon. Another tip for those that are looking for kitchen items to use for lathering so that you don't have to get into big expenses, look for a bowl that is around 11 centimeters wide and at least 5 to 6 centimeters tall. So here another half a teaspoon, so that's 1 teaspoon in total that I'm adding here and working it in well. As you see, it takes no effort whatsoever, none, no effort. With a soft brush, even as I told you, I'm not pressing down, I'm just swirling. And this is just absolutely, the scent is phenomenal. Adding the last of my 1.5 teaspoons in. Working that, working it. Not really hard at all. It is a bit more watery than I normally have, but having said that, what we're going to do now, hang on, let me just change the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. Right, I'm just squeezing this out just so that I can mix the extra water in. Where's my towel? So that's another trick. Sometimes if you think you've got it a bit wrong and you've got lots of water in the brush, just squeeze it all out again and just keep stirring. Now, I've not added anything else into this. I've just given it another chance to work it a bit more. Because with these plus softs, you either take a lot of soap or you do it the way that I just have. Another little tip for you. There you go, look at that. Isn't that fabulous? I don't think you can ask for more. Let's have the finger test. Super slick. Great protection. Good bonding. As I said, maybe I could have made it a little creamier, but we'll stay with what we've got today. First time using sterling soaps this way. I have used Pharaoh's Dreamsicle before and Sterling Spice, but I don't think I've ever done it with this soft brush. So there we go, let's bring the camera back up. Let's get it on. Right. Okay. Oh, the sunshine's coming. We're getting a bit of sunshine, I can't believe it. So you can see that most probably in the camera, that's what it is if the light changes. Feels great on the skin. Scent level staying at a 7. Let's give the Lupo a go. Winner blade. Winner, winner. Oh, very smooth blade. Great blade feel. Razor feels good in the hand. Not too light. I had a Gillette Tech Bull End. That was so light, it was unreal. And super short. Can't beat it. You can't beat Gillette, can you? I think. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to show you something else. You can't put this on its side because it's rounded here and it will just wibble wobble. So you got to either hang it off somewhere to put it down on the side. Or you got to put it on the blade part, which I always avoid. Fabulous. Alright, let's see how this blade does on the second pass. Actually, I think this is just right, this lather. It's wet, not too dry. Enjoying the scent a lot. Well, I've just dropped my brush into the bowl. Right, let's go across. Let's see. Oh, fabulously smooth. And I've cut my hair off again. Oh dear. This razor is a very good razor. I think if you put a super sharp blade in there, you'd get a mid shave. This is not one for 3-day beard. Especially not if you have coarse hair. But definitely a daily shaver. And definitely, I think you'd also get away with even a 2-day. Okay. Next pass. Loving the Stirling. Feels so good on the skin. Super slick. It's light. Now I've got to wipe off the brush. Hang on a minute, the handle of the brush. Third pass. So, second worst cut. Second worst cut and third worst cut, because they were equally as bad, was with the Burka Shavette, and I had a pole silver in it, and I was doing my legs, and this always happens to me. If I'm not on it 100% thinking and concentrating, I put the blade down. Like, I put it instead of doing a movement like that, which when you put it on, you've got to go flat, then angle, and then move. Instead of that, I just put it on in the angle and just pressed down. That was it. Once again, this time it was at the back of my legs. That was really bad. That bled a lot. So, is this my third pass? Yes. Against. So, that was the Burqa Shavette experience. With that one, generally the Burqa, you have to be really calm, really concentrated and on it. I'm loving this combo, by the way. Blade. And I've just cut myself a pimple. So another cut, there we go, talking about cuts. Then the other one was with the feather camisori. And that, I think I even got on video. I'm not quite sure if I have got that on video. Might have. Right, aloe first. Aloe first in my hands. No, that pimple's not going to bleed, isn't it? Bugger. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nip trusty toilet paper for a second. And I was doing my face and I cut right here. I had the Feather Pro blade in it. I'll not forget that because I did the same as I did with my legs, wasn't thinking. I pressed down and I still have a scar. I still have a scar there now. That was quite a while ago. So putting Aloe Propolis cream on. Close shave, BBS. Could have done without cutting that bit off. It'll stop eventually. So now you got to talk to me with this on my face. Or me talking to you with this on my face. Here we go. So, and the last and third worst was, no, not this. This is nothing. This is just a blip. Even though it looks bad. Was yesterday. I had a cookathon. I had taken a roast beef out the freezer and I defrosted it and I needed to cook it, but James got ill so he wasn't eating, so I didn't cook it, so it was in the fridge for 2 days and I needed to do it. So James says, "Oh, I've sharpened a knife for you, darling. Here it is." Now look at this bugger, right? Look at the length of it. I said, "James, this is too long for me. I can't cut things with this knife. It's way too long." Well, I did cut things with it, but not what I was supposed to be cutting. I sliced some of my thumb off. So that was that. Has this stopped? I think it has. If one's gentle with it, it's stopped. Let's just put a little bit more Propolis cream on. There you go. So no shout outs today because I haven't had time to look out for anything new. I'm sorry for that, guys and girls. So what we're going to quickly do is just have a review of how much shaving lather is left. Squeezing out the brush. Right. This is the amount of shaving lather left. So I would think that is most probably another full pass, 2 or 3 for me, but for the general beardy public, beardy watchers, that'll do you most probably a full pass, maybe even 2. Overall review on this fabulous little razor. Nice, works very well, good blade in it, like the blade too, but you cannot fault Gillette. That's what I said when I just cut myself, but anyway, you cannot fault it. It works very well indeed. I would actually say the sharpness of that blade is somewhere between the Gillette Silver Blue and the Nasset. Great little razor. Great blade. Good combo. Love the soap. Really, really good soap. Scent strength still. I think it is still on a 6 to 7. Even having been in the bowl, it is actually filling the bathroom a little bit here, just sat there. And I'm happy. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, give me a like, subscribe and hit the bell button. So I will be seeing you on, is today Wednesday? I think today is Wednesday, so on Saturday, latest on Saturday. I'm missing you already, guys and girls. Bye bye.